Hello everybody, this is Gregory with How I Lost Over 100 Pounds and have kept it up for 30 plus years, where there should be no hesitance in your weight loss and maintenance. Today I'm going to posit the question, what has worked for you in regards to weight loss and maintenance? Now before I begin, if you need help from the weight loss perspective, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. Also check out my website, Naturopathic Earth, my podcast, my 2 books, and if you appreciate my content, there is a link for PayPal. Alright, so this channel's been around by the time this comes up, probably about 5 months. And I've talked about things that have helped me with my weight loss for the last 30 years, my weight maintenance, I should say. And I've kind of given tips that have worked for me. But I'm curious as to what's worked for you. And what have you done successfully to lose weight? And also, I want to know how long you've kept it off as well. You know that 80% of people who lose more than 50 pounds gain it back in 3 years and gain more back actually in 3 years. So I want to know what tools you used to lose the weight. Was it a crash diet? I want you to be honest. Was it just changing your lifestyle? Was it exercising more or eating better or throwing out the sugar or throwing out the alcohol? Was it a bariatric surgery? We haven't had an episode yet on bariatric surgery. I mean, there's pros and cons to it. Did you do that? Did you just do a straight out hardcore carnivore diet? I want to know what you've done, because I've talked about like the tools that have worked for me. I really talk about this over at Reflections of a Weight Loss Warrior. Sorry, I can hear my kids bouncing. They might actually show themselves behind me. I've talked about over in Reflections of a Weight Loss Warrior what worked for me. Now, the first from like 1991 to probably 2015, it was largely a series of calorie in, calorie out. If you're not familiar with that, there is an episode here on that. But in short, it was essentially me just exercising a lot, either through cardio and or taking walks a lot, and burning off all the crap that I was eating. And it wasn't until about 2014, I would say, that I started making wholesale adjustments to my diet. And I was probably 40 around that time. And that's when I kind of turned to a cleaner, eat clean diet, a paleo modified diet. That's when I started fasting. And I mean, it's not to say that I didn't keep my weight off the first 20 years or so where I wasn't kind of cleaning up my diet and cleaning up my lifestyle. I did. I had a couple of weight gain spikes, 15, 20 pounds a couple of times before that. Well, I mean, that's nothing in 23 years of keeping it off, because I lost it again. And even after I kind of incorporated more of a cleaner diet and a paleo-inspired diet and did fasting for a large majority of the day, I still had my third weight gain. And I talk about this over at Reflections during COVID, so it's not like just because I cleaned up my diet, I didn't have weight gain stuff. But I want to know what's worked for you. I want to know like what you did to lose the weight, if you've lost the weight. If you haven't lost the weight, I want to know what have been your impediments or obstacles for you to start the weight loss journey, either emotional or physical or whatever it is. And if you've lost the weight, what you did that worked for you, and what is your biggest struggle in terms of keeping the weight off? Is it you drink too much? Is it you're a stress eater? Is it you're not exercising enough? Is it family issues? Is it a medical condition? Whatever it is, I like to hear from you and get some of your feedback. Because again, this channel's whole raison d'etre is to talk about what's worked for me. And what I've done is pretty unique. But it's one of, I would say, 1,000 paths on how to lose weight and keep it off, like a bicycle spoke. And so that's worked for me. Essentially fasting and cleaning up my diet and being active every day and doing strength training here and there and sleeping well and reducing stress. So that's why I'm here. That's why my channel's here, that my kids knock on the window. But I want to know what's worked for you and what are your biggest struggles. Guys, post in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Hit the notification, subscribe, and share button. Until next time, take care. God bless and pray.